First of all, let's talk about Utica getting a taste of pro game. Was it what you expected? What was it like? And what maybe did you learn from the couple games there?
Yeah, I think it was good. Obviously, to get up there at the end of the year, kind of test out the skills. It's a stronger league for sure. Like those are grown men. They're playing professional hockey players. They've been at it for a while. It's bigger, it's faster, but just to get that experience at the end of the year, I think was huge. Get up there and get a taste and be ready to go next year.
And what was it like there last year in junior? I mean, obviously set some career highs and assist points and stuff. Like, did you feel like your game took another step and evolved?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's just kind of learning to do the details right. Like obviously, a big part of my game is scoring goals and creating offense, but I think just rounding out everything else, trying to be more physical, trying to get into guys more, and be responsible in all ends of the ice. Because at the next level, you slip up in that areas, and it's just next man up. So I think it's just taking responsibility to be accountable and trusted by coaching staff.
And I remember last year at the Prospects Challenge in Buffalo, you're one of the best players for the Devils. Do you think that tournament helped kind of get some momentum going into the season?
Yeah, it's a fun tournament. I mean, everybody's out there trying to show their stuff, so it's intense. It's fast, it's hard hockey. So I think it does a good job of setting the tone for the year. And so I just think getting into it and using the excitement of that start of the season, hopping right in and playing some fast hockey with a lot of good players. It's a fun tournament, and it sets a lot of guys up for a good year.
And what's the benefit of a camp like this, being around all kind of your fellow prospects, learning, working with development coaches and stuff like that? What benefit do you have from this week?
I think it's just getting here and picking everybody's brains. It's sometimes it's a short camp. There's a short window, but I think just taking advantage of all the ice times, like being out there early with the skating coach, working on that part of my game is huge. And just at the end of practice, there's so many great staff around in the organization. So just talking to guys, use their experiences, and that's a big thing. Like, there's no dumb questions here. It's just you're trying to get better at this point of your game and your career. Like for me, the steps are so small that you can improve on. So I think just taking every inch, learning a lot, and then using that to go back to the summer and come back for main camp ready to go.
I was going to say, what your goal in main camp is just to get as far as you can go? Like, are you aiming Devils, or are you thinking maybe more Utica need a little more time?
Yeah, I think it's, any training camp you're trying to make a team. So I'm not really coming in just to get cut. So I'm going to come in, put my best foot forward, and it's up in their hands. After I do that, compete, work my ass off for a couple weeks, see what they have to say and their plan for me, and just follow it as it is. Wherever they put me, I'm going to be, you're going to get the same player. So it's just work my way up, and now it's time to kind of turn that next chapter and get ready for some pro hockey. So I'm excited.
How excited are you to kind of take that step into the pro, wherever you land, into the pro game?
Yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. It's going to be a challenge, but that's why you play, to compete and to climb up to the best league. So I think just not changing too much, just putting my best foot forward, working hard, and bring the game that I can bring, and we'll see how things work out in the fall.
About last year, how you think you did, like overall improvement, areas of your game gotten better, and things of that nature?
I would say last year, individually I had a solid year. As a team, we could have done better in the regular season, and then playoffs, we lost in the second round against the team that won the championship. So as a team, we did okay, could have done better. And I would say I improved my skating a little bit. I got more goals than last year, so I guess I improved in goal scoring, and I'm happy how I improved last year.
And what are some areas you still like to improve, maybe working on in this camp and taking into next year?
For sure, being comfortable in battles, let's say battles on the boards, because in pro the players are bigger and stronger, so I need to be able to absorb contact well and be better in battles.
And what's it like being at this camp, being around all kind of your brethren and working together for the kind of the same thing and developing your skills?
It's great. It's one of the best part of the summer. I'm always excited for this. I have the chance to practice with really good players and being in a very competitive environment. So I'm happy that the NHL teams do this for young players like me, and it's awesome.
What is your plan for next year? You think you're going to turn pro, go to Utica? Or?
I hope to play in Utica next year. So I'll work hard this summer to be ready for that and make the team in the camp.
I like being back here at this camping around all the prospects again, getting to know some new guys and some of the old guys and kind of catching up.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a great experience to come here. I always appreciate coming here. I always have a good time, and it's been good to see some guys I haven't seen in a while and meet some new guys as well. So it's been a good time.
And what areas of your game have you improved on from last year, and maybe some areas that you'd like to continue working on into the summer?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I've improved on from last year is my compete and my move my feet, I guess. I think I recently struggled in that, and I worked on it, got better at it, and then as I got better, I saw success. So.
How would you summarize your last year in Brentford?
I think it was my best year of my OHL career. I think I connected with my teammates, found some chemistry, embraced the role, and succeeded in that role. So I think, it worked out, and I had a great time, had some fun. I'm just super glad for my experience in Brantford.
And what's up for you next year? Are you going back there, looking to maybe jump to the Utica? Like, where's kind of the next year?
So I'm currently going to the University of Notre Dame. Super excited for that opportunity. I can't wait to get started. Already been there the last couple of weeks, getting to know the guys, getting to know the program, getting to know the facilities. So I'm super excited. I think it's going to really elevate my game and make me become the player I want to become. So,
why college hockey?
I think just for me, my development, just that extra strength, the extra practices, the less games, I think I get a better chance at really focusing on my craft and focusing on what I want to do. So that along with the school as well, I think it's a perfect spot for me.
Did you pick the brains of any of the college guys in here? You got a couple like Edwards and Dowd and all those guys.
Yeah.
You talked to any of those guys about maybe the transition to freshman year?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to a bunch of people, those guys included, and I think it's going to be a different scenario for me for sure. Being used to playing 68 games and not practicing, I guess, is hard enough, or working out is hard enough during the week. But talking to them, I think, and seeing them, I think it's going to be really beneficial to me and my development.
What is the benefit to college? Maybe just building up your body, the frame.
I think it's just building that strength. Yeah, that's it. Really, building the strength and getting the opportunity to play less games and with that being said, with playing less games, the games become more intense, more physical, and I think that's a big jump and a huge opportunity to play the pro level if you get to. So.
First of all, where were you when you found out the Devils drafted you, and how excited are you to join the organization?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's a dream come true. I was actually at a wedding. My mom's brother's getting married, so I found out there.
Were you like watching on TV, or were you just like, did you get a text? Like, how did you find out?
Yeah, I was watching the draft on my phone, and then my agent called me and said I was drafted. So yeah.
And thoughts on joining the Devils?
Yeah, it's a really good organization. Get to know the boys now. It's a really nice team. So yeah.
And what's it like being here? I'm sure it's a quick turnaround. You probably learned, and then you got to catch a flight to get here. What's it like being here, and what have the last couple of days been like for this camp?
Yeah, it's been fun. Like I said, get to know the boys. So it's a bit different than back in Sweden. So yeah, it's really cool to be here.
Is it first time in North America? Or
yeah, first time in US.
Thoughts on the US?
Yeah, cool to be here. Cool to be closer to New York as well. So yeah, really cool.
And how would you describe your game, and what are some of the strengths in your game?
I will say I'm a two-way centerman who can play all kind of forms, power play, box play. Pretty reliable, I think.
And what are areas that you'd like to improve on or want to work on this summer and kind of next year as well?
Probably get stronger, faster. The small details, I think.
And you got 18 games in the majors. Like, what was that experience like playing against some other professional hockey players?
Yeah, it was really cool. Got the opportunity to play there. We have some good ones in our team as well. Former NHLers. So, yeah, looking up to them.
And what was like playing other opponents these are like grown men, professional in the sport, and you were only 17.
Yeah, obviously they're a lot faster, stronger. So you need to fast plays. So yeah.
Is it a lot different? I know it's only been practices here, but the smaller ice surface, does it feel different when you're out there as opposed to the European game?
Yeah, a little. You feel that the ice is smaller, so you need to make quicker decisions out there.